Hey guys, I'm in nature and I need to do a little setup, so I'm coming. What up, y'all? So I am at a local park near my house, so I've decided to get very comfy. I got me some coffee. It says tea, but it's coffee. I probably should have gone under like a really big tree, but yesterday when I was walking home after I recorded that video in nature, I got like completely rained on. Like I started just embracing the rain and stuff. Like I forgot I used to do that. So you already know I had to. I'm such a coffee person. You see, that was so perfect. I didn't even think about it because I could just drink it from the flask. But I wanted to take the mug. And I took a mug that my mom doesn't care about, so she doesn't like have a fit if I like broke it or some shit. Oh, guys. Anyways, there's a little different look going on. I cut the front of my hair to give myself, you know, some little bangs. I think I'm obviously gonna do a bit more so it's like even. But as of right now, I really like it. I feel like, I don't know, like I look so different every day that I don't really have an opinion on how I look. I just know that the look is changing and I know not to hate myself as it's changing. When I started my locks, I had a fringe. Damn, y'all, it is. That's why I'm playing frequency music, because I feel like it fits the vibe of the rain. I mean, you don't really need music right now, but it's currently 8 a.m. when I'm filming this. And that's like the busiest time to be outside because everybody's going to work, everybody's going to school. So it's like the worst time to be outside. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Like I used to do this all the time. I just stopped. And smoking in the rain isn't as bad. I've got an umbrella as well, to be fair. I could use it. I like the rain. I don't know. I like the rain, man. I like the rain. Guys, this is so cute. I'm sorry, this look is so cute. Anyway, y'all, I'm going through a lot. I'm not gonna lie. And it's interesting that I have a platform that I can share what I mean by I'm going through a lot, and that I can even say I'm going through a lot. I know nature's happy to see me again, and I can kind of feel that energy. There's so much life here, I don't know. And it's, even though it's so loud and you can hear all of these noises and so many things, like the fact that I'm in nature, the noise doesn't bother me. Even if there was no frequency music playing right now, like this doesn't bother me. I got a drink from this side so you guys can see it says tea. So if I do an edit, ooh, that's a cute edit. What's a cute thumbnail? Aww. Anyway, guess what, guys? It's not raining as much anymore, so that's great. It's your responsibility to make me happy, but you damn sure don't make it easy, easy on me. Hey guys, I brought you a little closer. That's just a leaf. I was drinking all my coffee. I was doing a little meditation. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a lot of energies right now. And I just need to give myself a minute to digest whatever those energies are. You know, apparently it's really been bugging me that women are meant to like give their menstrual flow back to the earth, but I don't know how to do that because I only know how to collect it in a pad. And even if I get like you know, underwear made for that, like I need to wear something that soaks up the blood, and then I can still soak it and the blood comes out of whatever, you know, it kind of like defeats the purpose of absorption, innit? But I just meant like Nana Kwame, I'm gonna put him in the bio. Like I have, you know, you're gonna be led to all types of people. You know how like you were led to me? It's the same way I was led to him. He's another YouTuber, but he has like 22,000 subscribers. Like he's talking his truth, and he was saying that, like, he's been saying it for a while, to be fair. Like I've known for a long time about the eating meat thing. I've known a long time about giving like all of our flows, you know, like even when we go to the toilet, like we should be going to the toilet in nature. It's just so foreign to me. Like I'm so used to hearing a flush. Or I mean, when I was in Kenya, when I was like 8, there was one time where we were visiting the bush. It's the one thing I remember. Now if you think about, you know, childhood wise, you don't remember everything. I don't remember everything from my childhood. I chose to forget a lot of things, so I again have to choose to remember. But I do remember having to like piss on the toilets that are in the ground one time, and I was like, how does this work? Like I was so, you know, and my mom was kind of like taking the piss out of me. She was like, because you know that's where she's from, not the bush. Even if she was from the bush and wet, like this is what I've been deep in, is my home, not like the 5 million house that I want to buy. You have to see these numbers and not let them ruin your day. It's even why I had to stop working, because like it was just always about numbers for me, and I was always using WageStream. I don't know if you have that in other countries, but it's like when you can, or it's probably just another app name, right? Where you can take out your wages before you receive the actual, you can take out up to like 50%. But I think when I was working, you could take up to 75. There's actually a leaf in my teeth, bro. Nature is not leaving me alone. Fine. Anyway, yeah, there's just so many things, like go in toilet in nature, like that's actually how we started. But to hear that and be like, oh, I don't know if I can go back to that. I'm so used to like, because even like having my cat made me realize, like my mom, you know, she makes a comment sometimes about his poo and stuff, and I'm like, well, like human poos don't smell nice either. I mean, they're not meant to stink like a, but you know, we've all had a poo that that stank like a mother. And then it's like, his is not like that. You know, it's kind of like when you have a child and you're changing the diaper and you're like, ew, I'm changing a diaper, but it's your child, so you can't even be too about it. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about him. And I thought about like bringing his poop and like putting it in nature, but my mom always scoops it before I get the chance. Like, she hates it. Like, bro, I don't even realize that he's pooped, and before I get a chance to scoop it, like, she's done. She's like, nah, I can't have that smell here. That's exactly how I told you in the other videos, exactly how she feels about when I'm smoking weed. No air freshener in the house, but somehow when I start smoking, I'm hearing an air freshener outside of my door. Like, the difference is between you and me, guys, is that I don't have any siblings, so there's nobody that she can say I'm being a bad example to. And I had to sit down and tell her, like, listen, like, you're not gonna agree with anything I do, and the point is that we have to love each other from a distance. Like, she brought up that comment one time when Bliss was over, but I don't think she remembers. She was like, you're the one that said we should love from a distance, and I was just like, yes, I did, and I don't regret it, because now we can keep the talk brief and nice about the cat. So yeah, I'm now learning not to force my mum to love me, to not force my dad or anyone to love me. I have that written on my wall. I will show you guys in another video, or if I remember when I go home. It's called Read This When You Don't Know, and it just reminds me, it says like, you are God, you are in a game, like, you can't live your life pleasing anyone. It says what I'm here for. Listen, you can forget who you are like that. Do you know how much energy there is flowing around for you to not be protecting your own, or even just being observant to the fact that there is energy that flows? Whether you admit it or not. So I'm sure that my mother feels an energy when she's around me, because I feel an energy when I'm around her, and I perceive it as negative. So guess what she's gonna do? Also perceive it as negative. She's probably gonna say that those are some demons, or and she sees the bond that I have with my son, and he does like her, because that's Jesus in a cat. You know, he's not biased to me. He loves us both, but he spends all his time with me. And even on there, but he's so perfect. Like, it's always so aligned. Even when I do need to be alone, he leaves me alone. Like, sometimes I want to be around him and he wants to be left alone. Like, he'll just go into another room and just look out the window and watch life go by. I'm like, you just like me for real. I'll go into my room and do the same thing and smoke by my window, make a YouTube video, and then watch Netflix because I'm rewarding I mean, I'd probably eat. You know, after a YouTube video, I'm kind of hungry. I'm like, wow, that was that soul food. Now it's time for some real food. And I told you guys in the last video that we have to start talking to each other, that it doesn't matter what you say, just start talking. And so if you've seen Barbie and the Diamond Castle, and if you haven't, I'll summarize it in 2 words, in 2 sentences for you. So like, well, not 2 sentences, but I'll summarize it. So there's a point where Barbie and her best friend Alexa are singing by the water, and they sing a specific song that is a key to a kingdom. It's the key to the Diamond Castle. The key to the Diamond Castle is a song, and as they're singing, believe in all that can be. A miracle starts whenever you dream. Believe, sing from your heart, you'll see. Your song will hold the key. So they're singing that, and Melody, who is trapped in a mirror. I think there's a version of me trapped in a mirror. Because I wondered for so long. Like, I have a mirror phone case as well. And that was when I started realizing that my phone is my mirror. And if I'm not replying to people, then there's just thoughts that are just lingering there. Like, I'm just letting them roam. Like, I started treating my phone like my brain. So if I'm taking long to reply to someone, I'm also taking too long with the thought. And then, like, I beat myself up for not replying to that someone, and then, you know, it's just like, just reply. Like, just don't beat yourself up for it. Observe the fact that you haven't replied, and then just reply. Might put beads on these short ones, but I also want to curl my hair, so there's that. I don't know, it's just because I remember when I had like hair this short, and you can tell that was a while ago now. Like, my hair is down here now, but this was so long, it was like here, and I've cut like half. I cut it in half, a bit more than half. But hair does grow back, and I like the look. I've been wanting to do it for a while. Yeah, I think there's a version of me trapped in a mirror. Alright, and you needed 3 people to sing the song in this movie. So much for summarizing, huh? And then the castle starts coming out of the water by the lake that they had to get to the 7 stones to find. Then I started thinking about Stonehenge. And then so my point, yeah, that was it. My point was that they got seeds from the princesses that lived there. They got magical seeds because their farm got destroyed by like one of the other deities that wanted to take over the kingdom. And no, it was a storm. It was a bit of both. And they went back home, they planted these seeds, and they had the best flowers. Like, they grew in, like, obviously it was a movie, so they grew in like seconds. In real life, probably minutes. Just watching everything grow, these magical seeds, because they were seeds from that kingdom. A kingdom, if a kingdom can hide underground, I don't know how they were breathing. You don't think about that, but I'm saying, like, if this kingdom was underground and can only be seen with a song, then there are seeds that I can get that plant mushrooms in seconds or minutes. That was my crazy thing my yapping that I wanted to say. I want to see something grow in front of me in minutes, but just to see it, because like, I enjoy watching things grow in its time. I also know that mushrooms in themselves take a while. Luckily, it's that season in London where I'm not even gonna say it, just it's that season, and I think that mushrooms in the winter is going to be... I can't wait. I can't wait to do mushroom. Like, that's why I know that I haven't met my people yet, because I know that winter in itself is unnatural, but I don't know, like there's something about drinking a tea, and like even though I'm cold, I'm so happy still. Like, it was raining when I came outside. You know, I want to go to Switzerland. I want to go skiing. I want to go where it's cold. Especially because if it's unnatural, that means it's not going to be here for long. So I might as well go while winter's still a thing. Because the sun is what gives us life. The sun is the reason why I can see outside. You know, not any of these lights outside. But I love the winter. And I realized that when I had spent enough time alone and I was going out every day in the winter when it was muddy, like sometimes I would be a bit like, oh, it's too muddy now, but it's like, girl, you better get them boots dirty, because you know when something breaks or when you give away something or you lose something, you've just made room for a new thing. Do you know, I'm actually neurospicy, like now that I'm thinking about it. I used to break my phone. Like whatever iPhone I had, I would break it because I knew that I was gonna get a new one. So like when I had had enough of it and it was just too slow, and I'm telling my mom, so like let's say like my iPhone 5S. How old was I don't know when I had that, but I was young. I have this phone now, yeah. I'm tired of the fact that I'm telling her that this phone is slow and she's not getting me the latest iPhone. So I broke it. But I said that I dropped it and the screen cracked. I did that with like my first phone was a BlackBerry and my other one was like a Nokia, and then I got onto the iPhone 5s and the 6s and that. Bro, iPhone 5 and 6 was an era. I just meant like I've learned to love everything. So sometimes I catch myself with somebody who hasn't learned to love everything, and they're like, oh, it's raining, we can't go outside. I'm like, yeah, we can't go outside. And then I don't. And I'm like, wait. Or someone will say, oh my god, the weather's so bad. I'm like, yeah, it's so bad. I'm like, wait. No, it's not. Not for me. Everybody perceived today's weather in all sorts of ways. You perceived today's weather in your reality in a way. And your neighbor's not going to perceive it that same way. Oh, we got a spider. Thanks. No. I'm getting over it though. My first instinct was to flick it. And then I said, oh, spider. Waited and said, hey. And then I flicked it. So, but once I get that spider tattoo, I feel like that's how, I don't know what tattoos do for me, but it's like a hurdle or something. That's how I know I'm not even like, I haven't even begun. When I get arm tattoos, that's when I begin. Like the hand tattoos were just, and I've got so much space still. I can do so much. I want to have leaves going around. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna get done. Yeah, I just wanted to see some really crazy things because it's a game, and I love games. I sent all my Sims to the park to have an in-depth chat over coffee. You think I'm joking? I'm showing you right now. I didn't even think. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you think this is all, you know, oh, we're just here. No, we're not. This helps me grasp what I'm doing. Like, I sent them all to the park, but you can't send more than like 13. You can't have more than like 13, 14 Sims in one place. Oh, they're finished. Okay, well, they're all at the park right now. If you can see, they're all at the park, and they had just like, you can see that they were all sitting there. They just finished. And then at home I had, oh, I don't even know. But the point was, okay, I didn't send all of them to the park. I sent a few of them to the park, including me. So I sent a lot of people to the park because I know all of these people in real life. So it's interesting. I know all of those people. Like, these are all real people. It's just like one of them doesn't know I exist yet. And I watch him a lot on YouTube, so I created him. But I created him with his spiritual name. How do I know his spiritual name? How do you know anything? It just comes to you. My daughter's there, Camaria. Yeah, I've created a few people and I've deleted a few people, so I think I'm gonna delete all of my Sims and then I might do like a Sims, you know? Yeah, I might do an episode where I'm gaming. And then I'll probably show you guys my Sims and delete all of them and then make new ones based on who I'm talking to in that very moment. And then I'm gonna show you guys like building the connections with them. It's so fun. It's literally how you do it in real life. You know, eventually then you become acquaintances, then you become friends, then good friends, then best friends. Or you can go from, you know, you go to a budding romance and then you're dating and then you're partners and then you can ask to get married or move in. It's so crazy. Then you add a crib and you can have a baby. But I haven't sent my Sims to work in a few days. There was a time where I made them all quit their jobs because I did as well. But then I was a bit upset because I was like, all I'm getting is like the daily simoleons. Like, you guys don't know that when I do this gaming video and I like rebrand, that is when I'm gonna buy like all the L points. I'm gonna buy everything like with real money and then start from scratch. Yeah, same player, different game. Or I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I just know that I am going to have some fun with The Sims. And then I'm gonna get a laptop that is simply just for The Sims 4, because I used to play The Sims 4, but my laptop broke, so yeah. I'm gonna wait until I get like a MacBook or some shit, and then I think that'll be good. But the point was that they all just had an in-depth talk over coffee, and I just had an in-depth talk with you guys with my coffee, so that was really cool. That happens a lot. There was one time like I invited one of my friends over to my house in the game, and then he called me and was like, oh, what you doing, like, can I come over? And I was like, yeah, you can come over to smoke. I mean, I don't know if they smoking in that game. Maybe they are, but all I'm saying is that it helps my brain. seeing myself in a game and understanding that God would want to put himself in a game too and play. So if they haven't gone to work in a few days, if I haven't sent them to work in a few days, well, if they wanted to go to the park instead and go to each other's houses and spend time with my baby, then that's why it's interesting that I have my son right now and I have a daughter in the game. Because I'm all for deleting Sims, but I don't know if I'm for deleting babies. Like, do I add a son? Because I'm so attached to this daughter that I don't have in a game. And she has green eyes. And I'm going to show you guys this insane picture that I took yesterday. I was taking selfies, and then this one, like the lens on my phone made my eyes look a bit like cat eyes. I was like, damn, I am a cat. But I always knew that brown wasn't black people's natural color. I always knew that, because even in Supercell, I just started rewatching that, their eyes go like yellow when their powers come on. Like, there's just too many things that I've seen where the black person's eye color changes. Even in Black Lightning. Not like yeah, but even in Black Lightning, it's like, last night I saw a superhero, he was black. He said, this is for the streets, Black Lightning's back. I'm laughing, but I actually need to rewatch that. Like, I actually need to rewatch that. Don't I look good? I think when I curl it, it's going to look so sexy and just perfect. And I have green dye still, and I love the fact that my roots are so light. I love when I dye my hair and I get that ombre look every time. I love it. It's so perfect. Like, I don't think I want everything to be the same color. But I think I'm gonna combine some locks. I don't even know how many locks I have, but today I'm gonna count and then I'm gonna combine. Listen, every day is my birthday now, but there is 10 days, and I just feel like I want to do something different. And the other thing is, I'm definitely gonna get this side pierced, my eyebrows. I might even go back to blonde eyebrows. The green though looks sexy. I'm just saying that this is like borderline blonde, so I could do blonde, or really light green again, which is really nice. But I'm definitely getting this one pierced. I've been thinking about it for so long, and I just feel like now it would look perfect. So yeah, learn to yap, guys. People are interested in what you have to say, whether you believe it or not. They are. Yeah. Just dare to try. And I feel so accomplished now that I did this early in the morning. It's 9 a.m. now, and I've got the rest of the day. Anything can happen today, but I've got a lot of content to post, so I'm going to chill out for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go home. I love you guys. This is Divine. I hope you enjoyed this one. Learn to talk. Love to hear the sound of your own voice, and listen to this back a few times if you forget what loving the sound of your voice is like when you just need to be around someone and not be around someone at the same time. It's like I'm there but I'm not there, because being physically with someone can make you a lot more nervous, but you have control. Like, you can pause it, you can rewind it, you can roll, you can not roll, like you can do whatever you want. That's the power of having your own screen, and it's so liberating. And I think we just need to be reminded of the power that we have on our own screens, you know, to block and to watch, to type, to listen, to post, to record, like so many things that you can do on the screen, to call. So take that into consideration next time you say social media is bad. Everything has its cons, literally everything, even living. But we're still here, and we're gonna push through together. You're not alone. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.